Hey everybody, it's your hospitality friend Glenn reporting from the Lodging Conference. This video is brought to you by our friends at Unifocus. Streamline your hotel operations. Check them out at unifocus.com. I got myself the one and only Rob Leven of here at TPG Hotels. And while we're here kicking off the Lodging Conference, how are you feeling overall about the state of the hotel economy?
I'm feeling good. I mean, I'm feeling optimistic.
Yeah.
It's been, I think everybody knows the last 2 or 3 years coming out of COVID has been, challenging. It's been challenging operationally. It's been challenging, from a capital formation perspective. But, we're starting to see the wheels turn a bit.
So what does that mean, starting to see the wheels turn specifically?
I think you've got you're going to have a combination over the next 12 to 18 months of people that, sort of have been holding out on the sell side for really 3+ years.
So this gets us into the interest rate cut. That probably makes things a bit more.
We need a catalyst to bring buyers and sellers together. We've needed that for the last 2 or 3 years. Interest rates is one of the catalysts. The other catalyst is, frankly, just the passage of time. People eventually have to sell, whether it's, their loan is maturing, whether it's an investment that's in a fund or in some type of structure where they have a horizon that they're facing. And, no one's really wanted to sell into the market over the last 2 or 3 years because valuations have just been so strained. So you're starting to see a little bit of movement in valuations on the buy side, and I think you're going to see a little bit more movement from the sell side over the next 12 to 18 months. I think that's going to create, activity that we haven't seen for the last couple of years.
Which is great. We definitely need that activity. That when you recycle that capital out there, it sets off a whole string of events from property improvement plans to a lot of times maybe internal promotions or shifting of jobs, and it gives you a good opportunity to wipe the slate clean and kind of reinvent that property. How are you thinking about, property level stuff going forward? I've been concerned over the last couple of years that consumers were going to pay a little bit more, which they did during that revenge travel summer. Still hate that phrase, by the way. And
we want some more of that for revenge travel. Bring it back.
But now they're starting to normalize, I think. And I think the industry is perceiving it as a much deeper drop as opposed to a return to normal behaviors, or at least that's the way I see things.
Yeah.
Where do you think it's falling on? Are we really lower, or is it more normalized? Because if you look at the raw numbers, there's more people traveling today than there were 5-7 years ago.
I think I'd call it a new normal. You know what I mean? It's just different. It's different than it was pre-COVID. And I think it's going to be different. The mix of business in hotels is a little bit different. The way people are traveling is a little bit different. There's some travel that, historically was very dependable that isn't really going to come back the same way. And then there's other travel that didn't exist pre-pandemic, to fill that demand in. So it's just a new normal, is the way I call it. And it's another, it is a little different because a lot of the cycles I've been through in my career, which there've been a lot of them now.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Things tend to come back and come back in relatively the same way. This one's a little bit different, This is things are coming back, but they're coming back in a little bit of a different way. So you have to adjust, some strategy in terms of where you're going to invest your capital, the types of markets, the types of hotels, that type of thing. I think it's a little different animal now.
Yeah, for sure. And it is a different animal. Remember, don't get distracted out there by a lot of negativity. I remember here at the Lodging Conference in 2008, 2009, people saying we're never going to see hotel rates above $400 in places like New York City ever again. I see people paying $1,200 for economy hotels now in certain locations. So never say never. There's great opportunity out there. Last question for you. Where's the opportunity for TPG as both a management and ownership group?
We're going to continue to do, what we've been doing, to be honest with you, over the last 7 to 10 years. And we've been investing in, leisure-oriented markets. Primarily the reason why we were doing that was we felt it was a better demographic sort of trend of leisure travel over a long period of time. And we didn't feel like, even some of the technology threats, Zoom and all that stuff, would affect these leisure hotels much less. So I guess we're a little ahead of that. I mean, COVID obviously accelerated that trend, so it helped. But we're going to continue to probably invest in those types of markets. You know, we like independent hotels in New England is a big focus of ours, where we're, you know, building a nice portfolio. We've done some stuff in Newport,
awesome,
in Nantucket, you know, Block Island, and a few other places around, New England.
That's right.
So we'll probably continue on that, you know, on that track. And, you know, on the management side, we've built a really strong leadership team on the management side, a lot of good people there now, and you know, we'll just continue to try to grow.
Great. Well, thanks for being here. And thanks to you guys for being here. I'm Glenn Haussman. That's Rob Leven. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and all that kind of good stuff. And like this video, as the YouTubers say, hey, it really helps. I don't know if it helps, but they say it helps, so let's do it. See you later. Bye.
Bye-bye.